Well, came a long way, and the end is near. So, been one heck of a journey. But that would be best to save when it's the finale. But yeah, this is not the finale. This is I guess second to last stream. And I still don't know what to do for the few streams left for week after that. Like next week is unclear, but the week after that it's actually scheduled. Actually, I don't know which two games are next. So yeah, we're going back to two games. So I don't know what is gonna be. I have my mind on two games, but maybe more than two. I just don't know which one would be fitting. So one other. I know one game that I am gonna be playing for like the Monday after next. Not this Monday, the next Monday. But that's more like for Mondays and Tuesdays. Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays streams are kind of, I don't know. It's a little up in the air. So instead, I don't know. I might not stream. I might do. We could probably do some test streams. I don't know. Or I don't know. But what I do know is this is the last trial, and from the looks of it, it might be a long one. So I don't know if it's a two-parter or who knows more than that. But if it, I don't know. My mind probably thinks of maybe making this a two-parter. Let's start this first half today, second half tomorrow. Let's go over what we found out. February 10th. If I have a nickel for every time, I have a nickel for every trial that takes place in February in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. I'll have 2 nickels. Not much, but it's 2 nickels. I hope I'm right, because I only remember this one and Rise of the Ashes. Funny enough, like, both of them are 5. Nuts. So, the real question is, what's going to happen? Find out.
Hi. Oh, you by yourself?
Morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya?
We don't know. Let's look at all the evidence we got. No Code New Year's issue. Hazakura Temple map. Hazakura Temple, Heavenly Hall, the Inner Temple, and the location where we found the Seer. Hanging Scroll of Misty Fey, which has been obscured by Gravy. Photo of Elise. Wait. On the background. Castle. Iris's hood. The weather data. Might use that. Might be useful in the trial, in case. Chichichito. Was a murder weapon, but it's not. The victim's staff. We don't know much, and we haven't given to Gumshoe. Elise, aka Misty's autopsy report. Iris' testimony? Track photos. The crime photo. Larry's clear sketch. Crystal Seer. Brain Master's talisman. And the burnt letter from Morgan Fey, but it was once opened before. Before Pearl found it, someone else opened it. Maya. Still missing. We don't know about her. We might know about her after this line. Who knows? Mia Fey. Pearl. Prosecutor Goto. He might know, but Phoenix don't know. Detective Gumshoe. Bikini. Elise Steenham, who's actually Misty Fey, Maya and Mia's mother. Iris. AKA Iris Fey. The cousin of Maya. And older sister of Pearl Fey. You got Larry Butts, we're not calling him Lors. Franziska! Miles Edgeworth. Dahlia Hearthstone, who is the other twin sister of Iris. And for a second the mouth track got delayed. Morgan Fey's daughter and Pearl's other older sister. And Morgan Fey. The older sister of Misty Fey, mother of Pearl, Iris, and Dahlia. However, Dahlia died. Solitary confinement, so I don't know who the killer is. Sorry. Don't know yet. Investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed to into the Air Temple.
Oh, see. Your sister Iris is still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No. She's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the Inner Temple. She's required to be here in court.
Then how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby?
I have to admit, it's kind of strange. Looking for Iris. She's in the prosecutor's lobby. Edgeworth! What's Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait! What?! The prosecutor is squeezing her for confession. Or so I heard. Testify, Karma, what are you up to? Oh, no Goto? Know what you're thinking. But Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Who else would it be but Goto? Goto? Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern.
Cavern? You mean that she's...
Exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. The head nun's assistants, naturally. We estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care in about 3 hours. Hope everything continues to go smoothly. We see some good news soon. Yeah. Thanks, Edgeworth. Dude, Goto intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. You don't have to tell me that. Touché. I already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. Nobody here decided today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I found myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you passed your cold into someone else. Not to someone else. Literally. That. Leave the rest in your hand. Capable hands. Partner. Thanks. Still don't have answers for most of the riddles, like in this case.
Circumstances around the murder of Miss Elysina. No. Named Missy Fey. Impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. And that woman is really after. We'll solve them all. And this whole tragedy to an end. Well, I'm gonna bring in a special guest. In case the Phoenix is alone, not with Pearl. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back. So she's been involved in this trial only, this chapter. You have to bring her back. Wants to see the end as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Small Sakuna Sana. And the judge is back! Time for the noise! Oh, yes! Yes! Now get ready. This is the real judge. Let's start.
Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Your Honor? Who are you?
Who? Me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning.
That guy was your brother? But, did you know he's a Yeti? Are you trying to tell the secret that he's half Yeti, half human?
All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted.
Ah. Wow, Etros is right. That's better! Now we got our good old judge back!
Therefore, I will be standing in for him. I'll be standing in for him.
I see, Your Honor. They're brothers. That explains a lot.
My poor brother. You look a bit pale. Not to mention sad that he couldn't be here.
It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And we of the court have been charged with such the solemn duty of passing such judgment.
Well said, Mr. Goto. I'm gonna do exactly what you say. At least, up until the end anyway. Now then, Mr. Goto, please proceed with your opening statement.
Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There's only one thing that remains constant in this crazy world. Bare darkness that lies upon this mug.
So then you mean... Oh, forget it. What do you mean?
During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. Today, he had a change of heart. His eyes of Hazakura Temple. That's a confession to me.
Confession? The defendant?
Iris, why didn't you discuss this with me first?
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
Me, a beautiful lady? Always ask for her name and occupation. That's one of my rules.
My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to?
Yes. But first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore. It's alright. What is it? It's alright. I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Dedham?
No. I'm not, Your Honor. I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. Her spirit left, took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise. Carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard. I desecrated it.
What? Order, court! Order! Witness! Are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct.
What?
Ignis and Court, I'm already covered in a cold sweat.
Everyone on the planet is an accomplice of something. It just happened to be that, in this case, to murder. Is that right, Mr. Trey?
No. It's the confession they were conferring about. I didn't say this, but it looks like Iris' testimony was all a lie.
Now then, little lady. You don't mind? I got a question for you. You actually did throw it away. Whose crime you were trying to cover up by your actions?
Was this covering for someone?
I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle. Or a life jacket.
I've been at Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Korean tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family.
I'm sorry, what? Main family?
Yes, that's why I would dirty myself. I need Fee to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Korean channeling technique. Mystic Maya Fey.
Huh? Pick up and smell the coffee, Trey.
She's naming
Maya?!
Order, court! Not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer?
Terribly sorry. It's true. Sorry to commit the crime with my very own eyes. I had to clean up the area to try to protect her.
That's ridiculous!
Maya can never do such a... Defense will refrain from committing until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
I was prepared for the unexpected. I never imagined the case will wind up going in this direction. Wow, this is an interesting turn of events. Is that right? Is that right, Sana? We're kind of in a pickle. His soul. Mental no. Try the top part of the bottle so water won't spill out.
Went to the temple that night. I saw it all happen in the garden. Saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. When Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver the fatal strike. Mystic Maya desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only self-defense. Can't blame her for it.
So it wasn't self-defense?
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I try my best to protect Mystic Maya. Move the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Is that right? Not bad. Got the instincts. True criminal. Not quite right. It was established yesterday. Iris never went to the inner temple that night. The person who did go was... that woman. She even admitted it.
Now then, Mr. White, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Here we go. Miss Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You said yesterday that the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple. Did she now? Too bad for you. But she did say yesterday doesn't mean much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go? It was in the temple's training hall. Private conversation between two of you does not constitute testimony. That will be properly described as hearsay.
What do you have to say, witness?
I just couldn't tell him the truth at that time. I think Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she? I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder.
There. We all understand how difficult it is for you. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. What did you witness in the temple garden?
Well, Your Honor. What was that about, girlfriend? You're saying that the victim attacked Maya? I mean, Miss Fey? Yes. It's truly a frightening scene. Maya was struck hard in the head. Looked like she was going to collapse. What were you doing at the time? Why did you stop them from fighting? Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. Couldn't move. Couldn't even speak. I was in such shock.
It's perfectly understandable, my dear.
This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute.
What happened after that?
Movement to deliver a failed strike? Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her rope for a weapon. Wait a minute! What was this weapon? It was some kind of dagger. Dagger, huh? And Elysium tried to stab her with this weapon to kill Miss Fey. Yes, exactly. You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcester sauce. Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, Laura Boy? Do I have a problem with Iris' testimony? Connor? I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
You do?
This witness?
Well, this witness is your own client.
Yes, well, nevertheless. That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony. Yes, sir.
Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. Okay, now. Let's continue. is. This is Iris. There's something strange about your version of events. Huh? Miss Thea throw her staff away makes no sense at all to me. All you could do is a staff is hit someone. Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword. At least Tina really wanted to kill Maya Fey. She would have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say? Alright. Uh-oh, more coffee. That was an impressive bit of investigation. Right. I never would have thought there was a sword here in that staff. Even so, how should I put this? The long sword is unwieldy, and thus quite ineffective in a close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade. Well... Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony. There's something strange about this whole testimony. Well, Miss Wright, the prosecution has a point. Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present an evidence to back its argument. Mr. Wright? I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because Miss Elise Dina would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey. Let's start with Maya. Oh. You ask me? The only thing that seems strange is the angle of Mr. Trite's index finger. Eh? What? Wait a minute. It is! It is, guys, look! It's slanted. Bonk. Bonk me in the head. And then I leave. Alright, Sana? Yep. That explains a lot. That definitely explains a lot. Oh my gosh! Oh, too big. Bring me up. Beat me up, aliens. Try sticking your finger in the... Let's go. That might be safer for you. Ouch, that's kind of dark. Otherwise, might get bent off the next time you poke it in the wrong place. Do I have to show the profile? Yep. It is at least... At least Leon would never have attacked Maya Fey. He'd be so sure. Because the victim's real name was not Elise Dinam. Her real name was Misty Fey.
Hey?
No, not Misty Fey.
Who is Misty Fey? Is she related to?
Misty Fey is the master of the Korean channeling technique. She is also the mother of Maya Fey.
Are you serious?
Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Is Elysium actually the great mystic Misty? There's no doubt about it. Only Iris had no idea. I can hardly believe it.
And did that she would try to kill her only daughter?
One she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing.
Order! Order court! Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seems natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented. 1. That the victim supposedly threw away a sword during the fight. And 2. That the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being unbelievable, when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing.
Yes? What is this one little thing, impossible thing?
Still don't get it? Think maybe my beans are under roasted? You have no idea, Gramps. Could you get to your point? I heard this witness's confession this morning. Since I had taken my first sip, 8th cup of morning coffee. Sorry. I love how the statement is. After he said 8 cup of coffee, the judge is concerned of Go's health.
You're going to ruin your health, my friend.
Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, and a detective who loves to investigate scent. Who loves to investigate scent to see the crime. Oh, who loves to investigate scent to the scene of the crime. I have an odd way of putting that in a sentence. And he discovered this little beauty.
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
Obviously, Your Honor. Do you not know something else?
Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be blood on it.
Uh-oh. Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene. Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene? What the heck, right? The magnifying glass did not allow us to investigate the pine tree. Huh? The pine tree? The dagger was stuck in the back side of the pine tree. The last blow was struck, and the violent battle between the two women. This little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
Which means the blood on this dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
You're even listening, old man. I first heard his confession this morning. So I taking the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee. Didn't you say it was your 8th just a few minutes ago? I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed at such short notice.
In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Furthermore, I order that a blood test to be performed on it immediately.
My sweetheart, make sure you treat her right.
Brilliant! Give this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately.
Blood's being analyzed now.
Now then, testimony we've just heard has numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger of the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
You girls never lie.
Ever.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh boy.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. Then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon.
Oh, we don't know the DNA of the blood. Huh?
Suddenly, Mystic Elise, the one on defensive, her back to his own lantern. That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
Wait a minute.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had to be 17 years since Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore?
That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay, something's fishy, of course. Of course, the autopsy report. Easy. Because she went to the back. The autopsy report says she was stabbed in the back.
Something about you just isn't right today, Iris. Huh?
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? So wrong about my testimony.
According to you, Maya Fey stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct? In that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right? I definitely did notice the mic was muted. I did not notice. Well, I did notice. I just pretending. Ha 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 ha!
I think so.
But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Miss Iris, the prisoner seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
What? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
It's simple. People are like books. You got a front and a back. Get my drift?
That all you have to say?
I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind.
Would you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Only way useless staff? People fighting being mother and daughter? Now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach.
There certainly are some inconsistencies.
Paul Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just...
If you ask me, just being too naive about the whole thing. What do you mean? There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. Pick out each one. Requires total concentration and the use of all the senses. Are you really concentrating on what this witness actually said?
What's the year Goro? Explain yourself!
Witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that. The garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. Human needs one thing to see clearly. That is... light.
Light?
By the way, no? Nazakura has a rule that on nights when an acolyte is at the inner temple training, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit.
Did I wonder what that stone lantern was there for?
Well, that's true. Shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally, yes, Your Honor. According to the head nun's bikini, the night of the crime, it's impossible to light that stone lantern.
Possible?
It hadn't been used a long time. The wick was no good. In other words, it had to be nearly pitch black in the garden that night. Could have been a faint light coming from the training hall. But that's all.
Most enlightening.
Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. The staff was dropped, but been difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. Can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. I'm weak. Isn't that right, Trike? Go!
Order! Order! Order!
Here, Your Honor. Let me present the stone lantern to evidence. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind.
Was not lit at the line of the crimes. Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
Oh, we can't check it. What's wrong? What's wrong, Your Honor? That flame too hot?
This lantern! There's something written on it! What? Why, it's written in blood!
Oh boy! The judge didn't know about that yet?
Written? Blood?
It says... It says money upside down! What the?
Oh yes, that's right. For being cornered and stabbed by Mystic Maya, at least did fall down right away. Must have been writing down the stone lantern behind her. The blood that was draining out of her body.
Certainly looks that way. Hang on. Hang on just a minute. What are you all talking about? What do you mean? What are we talking about?
We're talking about the message written in blood!
Nonsense! This lantern. It's as clean as a whistle.
Could it be... Can't see the bloody writing at all? When I think of it, he said something to me yesterday.
My eyesight's pretty messed up. Even with the huge goggles on my head, still can't see everything.
That's what he meant by that.
In any case, this is obviously an important clue. Now know that the crime scene was dark. And that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Goro, anything further? Mr. Goro? Okay then. Let's move on.
Oh, his lid is shaking, and somehow I think it's from the caffeine overdose.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Dina was killed by Maya Fey.
That's just wrong.
Now it's time to turn our attention to you.
Yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. We're all ears.
When Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. That was my duty to protect the future master of the Korean tradition. I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across the Dusky Bridge. Then I used a snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and... to alter the way the wound looked. This is where we use the weather report?
Do you move the body?
Yes. It was raised at Hazakura Temple. I have a great deal to thanks of the Fey clan. Even so, I never imagined that Elise Dina was actually Misty Fey. I made a terrible sin.
Terrible trick of fate.
If you're looking for a twist of fate, Your Honor, I intend to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body. But
Responded by the head nun, correct? But we got something.
yes, that's why I couldn't go back.
Story makes sense, I suppose. It's alright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
The question is, where do I present the weather data? Nope, not here. Is it not the weather data? Not the weather data.
Maybe means you could have made it all the way across. That's a rickety old bridge. Looks worse than it is. I'm surprisingly straight. I'd say.
It's like they say, ears are too stupid to catch even a simple code.
There's one other thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into Eagle River? It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple. I thought that would still cast so much suspicion on Mystic Maya. I tried to take the body as far away as possible.
Makes perfect sense to me. The time be. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the bridge? Okay. Look for the body all by yourself?
Yes, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow.
This is something interesting with the snow, huh?
Knew that would show up sooner or later. Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge. Like that was in question the other day. Some more details? Let me hear more about the snowmobile ride. Well, it was very cold that night. I rode it all the way to the foot of the bridge.
I'm sorry, witness. Now, I've got a problem with your testimony.
Me?
Kodo,
What are you up to now?
that night, after the head nun left the remainder of the train to you, she said she walked from the inner temple back to Hazakura Temple. Yes, I'm fairly certain that what the record indicates. Let's recall our comments on the subject.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. Snowmobile, I mean.
Ah, I did press right. Snowmobile was in the front of the main gate. This is one of those contradictions. Wouldn't you say? Order! Mr. Goto! Why are you pointing out the contradiction in the witness's testimony? Let's just say I like things to be neat and tidy, okay?
Well, maybe Mr. Bikini missed it. Maybe she didn't see it.
You think she missed it?
Doesn't sound right.
Whatever. Even though I don't think this is decisive enough to warrant any more time and effort. It's just, you better be careful in your testimony. That's all I want to say. My little cookie like you shouldn't have any trouble understanding that.
Yes, sir. What's that all about? Why does Goto want to give me a hint?
Very well then, let's continue with the testimony. You transported the body by snowmobile all the way to Hazakura Temple courtyard.
Yes, I thought that way. Mr. Maya would never be suspected. I thought anyway, and then I... What about the tracks?
Yes, expect traffic.
Yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks for that ride? But I only see one set of tracks here.
Yep, snow is still falling. How about him, Miss Wright?
Where it took place, does it know how a race stopped? How does it make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence?
Your Honor?
I like the statement Iris just made added to the testimony.
But doesn't it have something to do with the case?
All will remain clear if you allow our statement to be added to the record.
This should be fun. Hope mine works. You. Let's get the snow business cleared up, shall we?
Yes, sir.
What data? No.
Crime photo?
No.
It's not a crime photo, so... No. Okay, so it's not that.
No. No, not Larry's ugly photo. Let's see. This time, are you sure it's all true? When it happened, it's not a race stop. According to you, that's why the snowmobile tracks work so clear. That's right. Turn a bit. Trapped it this time. See anything? Snow, huh?
What's going on here?
No one really has stopped by the time of the murder. There's a bigger hole in the story. In the movie, The Great Revelations.
Well then, Mr. Trey, perhaps you'd like to share your theory about it. See what's up your sleeve. Or rather, at the end of your index finger.
I don't want to believe it. I don't think my logic is failing me. I was just trying to pin the murder on Maya. Why would she want to do that? One reason I could think of.
Let's see. The sphere? Nope. Not the hanging scroll. We need some. I mean, it has to be. That's like lightning and all that. Huh? Are you telling me that I have to like find? I have to like press it. I had to like press some certain stuff and add new contradictions to now show the weather data. Make sure they don't put a clown filter on my face, okay? They had to put a clown filter. They had to do that. No. Ugh. Well, let's continue. Ray claimed that Snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. Well, I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible. This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, Snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m.
couldn't have crossed Dusty Bridge at that time. Why do you say that? It's 5 minutes before the snow stopped. Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and caught on fire. You say the bridge was on fire?
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
Can't be. Looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
Order! Order! Order!
The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right, the inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way you could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
Witness! Even my patience has limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
The only person here that is truly contempt is you. Old man.
Me? How dare you?
Whatever this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now. Squat? The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
Yes, of course, but
Whether it was snowing or not snowing, whatever the bridge was burning or not, there are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of Elise Dina was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Second, that none is the bikini. Witness Iris desecrating Elise Dina's body. That's a good point on both accounts. That's right. Not lying.
what are you claiming this time?
It wasn't myself at all that night. Memory's still somewhat hazy. You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Will you tell us now that your memory of that night is hazy? It's only human to err. If you're still perfect, try it. Maybe you can explain this for the court. What is it? The murder happened. The bridge had already burnt down. Some of the body traveled across the bridge. It was found in the temple courtyard. We have to use some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick? Well, not exactly, no. Unless there's some other way she got across that burnt out bridge. Unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth.
Looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
See what I mean? In other words, you're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth. Bah! I think we do.
Alright then. Witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
About what, Your Honor?
You admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that in your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor. This be her final testimony? I think I know what. Okay. I think I get the gist. The body was thrown and fell to there we go. Okay. I think I know what happened. Now I know body transmutation. Are you ready for helpfulness? Okay. Missy Faye was here. But for some odd reason, she was in the temple, in the garden. That's where the real mercy takes place. Now, wait a minute. I don't know how to explain this now, because,
launched that, and it fell into the water. Body up in the hall, and then moved the body all the way back here. How it's going to the courtyard. That is my only explanation. That's my only explanation of this. Why the it was laggy. I think it's time for demonstrating. Okay, that's all I can see. Or, you know, they just throw it. Because here's the thing, there's still the rock. There's still that rock in place. Interesting. Excuse me, first sneezing.
On them walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. It's also falling over her head stopped. Doesn't it really matter that much? Are you saying that there's a way to cross a burning bridge?
There was just a misunderstanding. I see.
This is the fall of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It's taken on the morning after the incident.
It clearly was burnt to a crisp and wasn't special wires to even snap. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
Got it.
Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
Dusky Bridge fell, taken the morning after the crime. Once I do something to break this testimony, it's going to be deemed as true. Maya will be accused of murder.
Again.
Try. I'm only going to say it one more time. It's only human to err. And only humans can spot the errors of our ways. The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination.
Here we go. Dang. Oh. I think I have to press. Map? No, bridge. So we gotta use... I ain't gonna have to press, don't I? I'm gonna have to press. Yes, but the snow had already stopped when the incident took place. I could have crossed the bridge. Naturally. But I think it's just like Mizuko said. The body didn't make it across somehow. You seem to be quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. You said you were sure that the snow already stopped. I'm terribly sorry, I was wrong. She really thinking an apology is gonna get her off the hook?
It's no joke. You're giving sworn testimony in the court of law.
Mr. Wright, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago today?
Huh?
Well, actually, it was, No! You see? It's not that easy to remember, is it?
Well, it had been some kind of special day. I would have remembered. For example, it was pouring rain on the day of my elementary school graduation.
Objection!
No one wants to hear about your No one wants to hear about your childhood traumas. Right?
What?
By the time the murder took place, snow already stopped. You're just obsessing over that one stand. Let's see the proof. Show some evidence that the body somehow crossed the bridge while it was on fire.
Larry's photo. Okay, well, it was. Dead body. I'm sorry, I'm so. No one wants to hear about Bright's chocolate shop. Dead body flying over a burning bridge. I don't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Saying it's possible. Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
Watchers! Who is it? Who is the witness?
Check out here. Keep on attack. Go, go, go. Mr. Lee Steedham's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice. Larry Butts.
Brilliant!
Highly gifted apprentice? Remember what he said in his testimony? That night, he was at a mountain shack, Heavenly Hall. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before. Exact drawing of what he witnessed that night. Oh my gosh.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? It's alright? Are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? Are you using the pathetic scribble to support your argument?
Uh-oh. Looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
Ha!
That's right. There's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does the sketch proves anything? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does. I'm going to prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. So eager to turn this case upside down? Why not start with the sketch? Upside down? Why did Goto say that? Oh. 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 This is what we saw. But in actuality, yeah, she was falling upside down. Yeah, it was falling. Yeah, the body was flowing down. That makes sense.
Alright then, let's hear the defense's theory.
Oh boy.
What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think the old Whisker Face is going to forgive any more mistakes. Alright, Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. Sketch drawn by Larry Butts is... a complete contradiction? Something obviously funny about the sketch.
I'm not our credit, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Lawrence didn't say over and over that sketch was exactly as he saw it. However, if we were to believe his testimony, the sketch contradicts reality as we know it. Contradicts reality? It's all getting interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again.
Okay, Trent. So what exactly contradicts reality as we see it now? It's flying figured naturally. After all, people haven't learned to fly yet. Or did I miss something? Ooh, Phoenix! A girl who's from space is flying around you! Why am I doing a ghost impression? Because she's not a ghost, she's from space!
Right? The answer just now. Lethal.
Ah!
Okay, let's try it again.
Is it the bridge? No, the psycho battle. So, what if we... It says wire connected to the bridge! Wire? Huh. Is that the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. It shows the reality it's supposed it conflicts with. Oh my gosh, show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality. The bridge photo. It's a photo of Jusky Bridge, correct?
Yes, now compared to the sketch of the photo for a minute. In this sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. On the actual Jusky Bridge,
Should be chill surfing! The wires are below the guard wires! What? Order! 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 This sketch is somewhat different than what deciphered in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
or perhaps he just drew it wrong.
Either way, sounds like you're just wrong. With someone like Larry, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question, why did he make a mistake? What was his reason? You say you know the answer to that? Listen, think back, alright? Remember when Larry was doing when he witnessed this event? He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited, and he finally lay down. Then, lightning shots from the sky set the bridge aflame. Now, probably what sort of position Larry must have been at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why you remember the scene the way he did. He was lying on his back? I can't see how it relates. But it does, Your Honor. That's the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down. Oh! No way. Larry Butts witnessed the event while he was laying on his back, face up. In other words, to see what he saw was actually upside down. So then, this sketch should actually... You finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Larry Butts' sketch is like this. Bam! Fallen. This is how it should actually look. Victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge.
was actually swinging below. That's right.
Just like a pendulum!
Ridiculous!
Order! 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 Of all the things to say, a pendulum?
The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. If the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is why the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across the other side. And the pendulum was the only way to get it done. Let's think about this for a minute, shall we?
Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long. Which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
Yes, it sounds right.
In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. You get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead.
Lightning strike that night can only have been an accident. It doesn't make sense that the culprit would have prepared the rope beforehand. But then, they didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already tight, right in front of them.
What?
Saying that it was just a matter of using what it was already there.
In that case, Mr. White, please give us an explanation to support your theory. What makes you think the criminal had the rope hands to create a pendulum? And the meaning of this is...
You want to know where the rope came from? You're sitting right there in front of your glorious beard.
Oh! This is one of the wires from the bridge!
When lightning struck, the bridge was set on fire. One of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste. They tied the wire around Elise Dinam's body. As there was simply no other way to move the body.
Mr. Gora! No, you'll choke! Let's look at the supply of coffee in that cup. It seems that Mr. Gora is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. It seems that the odds of a rope being heavily available were very high. I suppose that is not an impossibility after all. Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Try it. I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Ah! You have any actual... The body was swung over like a pendulum? Is it the crystal sphere? Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in front of the inner temple. Oh wait, it's the sphere. So then what was the spot where... That was the spot where the criminal... Yes, precisely. Now let's consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. The body was pushed from this point here to a drop on the opposite side at approximately this point. Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank. What makes you think something like that happened? Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance. What kind of evidence? Take a look at this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. And as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose. That's... yes. It's blood-stained amethyst crystal. The one that came off of Miss Elise Dinam's stab. Even more important is the place where the crystal sphere was found.
Indeed! I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found! Oh!
Right near the body drop. I'm drinking my gold.
fallen woman. Precisely, Your Honor. Very spot where the pendulum will arrive, if given the amount of speed.
This explanation, your theory quite. This explanation, your theory quite well.
Did they? Did they? This explains your theory. Oh, this explains your theory quite well, Mr. Oh, I said explanation. I think.
You're providing us a way a body could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
Well, at least it's cold. Not the burning coffee that he always throws me at. Not the unusual coffee he throws at me regularly. Might be burned or whatever.
I thought this coffee might help you cool down. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Goro?
It was a dark, bitter guess that you may try. Forgot about one thing.
Oh, and what would that be?
The aroma. Huh? Coffee's most reliable accomplice. Deep and profound aroma. The motive? The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffeenese. Coffeenese. Can you elaborate a bit more? Criminal has sent the body to the other side like you say. Then naturally, there must have been an accomplice lying in wait to catch him.
An accomplice?
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So, who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, trite?
Mr. Goro is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. I couldn't have made Katsukura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well then, if you please, Mr. Wright. Who is the person that received the body on the Hazakura Temple side?
Edward was found innocent. Lana Sky was found innocent. Matt Ungarde was the one that planned to kill, and called us guilty. Iris. Only be you, Sister Iris. Huh? But I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transfer the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. Our bad back, Super King could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it. Right. We even listening to the witness's testimony. On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty in the area Temple Garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath. I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Goto? This one was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony? Mention what? The pendulum, of course. Using the sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnout bridge. This is now a fact that this occurred, something you should have already known. No, I had no idea. I had no idea about a pendulum. But the body could have been passed along the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with. You can say that. It's alright.
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Haunted Court Temple?
Are you serious? Try.
You mean this woman is?
No one besides Iris could have received a corpse tonight. I get it. Now I know why I've been sitting through this whole trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. Why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name is...
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Wait. Let's hope I'm right. Dahlia Harthong! Dahlia Harthong, please. Oh, it is. Never thought I'd have to utter your name again. Let alone see you. It's been a long time. Dahlia Harthong.
Harthong?
Sister Iris had a twin sister. You're looking at her. Miss Dahlia Harthong.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
It's just your imagination, Gramps. The file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Harthong. Or this file.
Oh yes, I remember now. That case. 5 years ago.
My name is Dahlia Harthong. I just want to say, an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine! Yeah!
No, the honor is all mine. But according to this, Dahlia Harthong is already dead since her execution was carried out last month.
The what? Death has no me in this courtroom!
What? Order! Order! Order!
Wait a moment! How can you... My sister, she's already dead! What kind of... You of all people should have already understand. After all. The blood of the master of the Korean channeling technique flows within that bond.
Korean channeling technique? Where have I heard that?
That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the Spirit of Dahlia, currently having the body of a spirit medium.
What an exciting story. Exciting. Quite possible. You actually have to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone the very night of the murder to the temple where her twin sister, Iris, was.
Well, if you wanted to put things that way, then yes.
We're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happens?
Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions. What's that? These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fey. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there was 2 irises at Hazakura Temple. 2 of them. Even the time of channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris is seen before dinner time.
That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris!
The Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris who became saw at the inner temple
Was someone else dressed as her!
namely one Dahlia Hawthorne.
Even though what you're saying, Try, it's all channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris. What? Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting since the bikini and Dahlia Hawthorne that have been channeled. Could have been stranded at their temple due to the lightning. Right. Say that the body was moved by pendulum.
That's right.
Naturally, that would mean that Iris had received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
What? After being notified what happened, the police came to Azagora Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in a room and arrested her. Ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center.
Yes, I suppose. Can't deny any of that. Goodness. Looks like he's finally convinced. Something still seems off, way off. Still not convinced the Iris here is the same one from the other night.
Suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous. Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia. Somehow switch places? Switch places? To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand. But I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
It doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia. Means switch places somewhere.
Oh, Miss Alright? Since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
I think there is. Your Honor? I think there might have been one chance.
Oh, explain yourself.
Yesterday for a few minutes, Iris' whereabouts were unknown.
No. What do you mean?
What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely, unsupervised.
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move about freely like that?
Sorry, I didn't know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who unfortunately gave Iris the chance to move freely about was
sorry, Edgeworth.
This is it's Edgeworth, isn't it?
Connor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday. Was there not?
Oh! Earthquake?
What was a good thing I did? Earthquake! Oh my goodness! The inner temple! It's kind of tremor my... Sorry, son. I could've... Well, at least you have 0 gravity. You're good.
How could I? She fled. She escaped.
Oh, the locks. Went to the inner temple right away. It's true, Iris was already there. However, they already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Heartthrob.
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling and...
Quiet. It's been a long time, Mr. Judge.
That voice!
Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. Dahlia Heartthrob. My current profession? Permanently retired.
Huh. You're not going to bother hiding your identity, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
What is going on here?
Dahlia Heartthrob. Thought we'd meet again. Never thought we'd meet like this. This time, I'll end it. For her. And for myself.
Well, this has gone to the climax. I guess we'll end it here. It's not like 2 hours. It's almost like a couple of, like, at least almost around 10 minutes before like 2 hours. So I'm gonna just perfectly say this is where we end it here, because if that's one trial, we're about to enter the second trial. So I don't know if this will be the second last or whatever. Last video stream. Gosh. So yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Anything you gotta say? Oh, sharing screen. Or games, I don't know. Well, welcome back, Dahlia Heartthrob. So, this is interesting. Turn of events. Seems as well. About to end it. We're almost at one step closer to ending the trial. What's gonna happen? I don't know. Why am I doing it? Ezra, no. Goto's impression, I don't know. But I can say that next time, I don't know if it'll be the final stream. We'll find out. Until then, thank you so much for joining. I'll see you all guys tomorrow. And see if we can finish the trial. Or not. Who knows? Till then, be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads for anything else that happened. And be sure to subscribe to my VOD channel. That's it. Uploading all my good old VODs. Tuesdays and... Wait, not Tuesdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays! Okay. Yeah. Let's see how things go. Thank you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.